and welcome along and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. Today we're heading back to our main logging yard because our tree farm is ready to harvest. All of our trees in there are up to 36 and 36.6 meters. So plan is to head down there and start getting those cut. The great thing about that is we can start taking that straight over to the sawmill, producing everything from the sawmill again and making money off those. So I think that's what we're going to do. That's where we're headed with this, and hopefully that's going to very quickly get us the money we need to buy the last 3 production facilities we need to get the roller coaster done. However, to get our ship done, we're going to need quite a bit of wool. We need 4,000 liters of fabric. We currently have 1,000 liters, just over 1,000 liters of wool, as you can see there. It is 2,000 liters of wool for every 1,000 liters of fabric. So we need another just under 7,000 liters of wool from our sheep. We are at full capacity in the sheep pen, so there's not much we can do to increase the speed other than just wait and process what we can. So we'll be loading up wool on a fairly regular basis and getting that done. But yeah, look here, 36.3 meters. All of the trees that we planted several months ago. We have so much wood here we can now harvest with really great ease in order to make a load of money. So that's why we brought this down here. We're going to cut a few of these trees. I think we want to cut 6 trees and see if we can get them loaded up fairly quickly. So 69 plus 90 is 59, so I want to take it at about that angle there. Let's take it as low as we possibly can, and that way we'll be able to keep as much length on these as possible. 36 meters should give us, if we take it low enough, a full 6 logs. So I want to try and do that. So if we try and put these two between these 2 trees, that's 75 degrees. So 165. We want to make that full at there should do it. Is this going to fall between these 2 very close trees? I'm hoping so, because that's going to make our life easier if it does. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfectly between those 2. That is what you call a goal. Right. This one here, we want to go at 83. So that's 173. And this is the easiest way to get trees to go exactly where you want. 90 degrees, cut them 90 degrees from where you want them to fall. As flat as you can with the chainsaw. And you will you'll get a perfectly falling tree every time. In fact, that one fell perfectly between those 2 as well. And the advantage of getting to fall down like this is that's going to guide the tree as we're cutting it as well. So it's going to make it a lot easier. Right, this one here I want at 92 degrees. So that would be 82, about there-ish. And cut that. That's our 4th tree, I think. Yep. Straight down there. And yeah, trying to get it to miss other trees is the important thing. Otherwise, they get hung up on them and get really difficult to deal with then. I think between there, yeah. So that is 87. So we want 77 degree cut at that point. And lastly, then we want one more tree, which is this one. Ah, yeah, here we are. We now have an issue. I'm going to have to get the wheel loader in here and try and dislodge that from up there. If I try and pick this tree up with this, it's just going to cause issues for the excavator. So I've got two options, really. I come in here with the wheel loader and try and dislodge the top, or we take this tree earlier than I was planning, which I don't really want to do. It could cause me a lot of issues, and I could have a tree fall on my head, to be honest. So yeah, we'll get the wheel loader in here to dislodge that. Alternatively, if I can, how long is this? 34.6. Okay, so if I cut this, this might get it to slide out of place. Nope, not quite. Yeah, it's annoying. It's stuck on the top of this stump, and just trying to get the whole thing to slide out like that. No, it's not enough. We'll have to come in and dislodge it. And then final one here, we're going to send that at this direction. That is 93, so that will be 83 we want to cut that at. And through there like so. Yeah, there we go. Right, that's got that one, and that's had a clear fall as well. Mustn't lose that one. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Is that 6 trees that we've cut? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So let's see if we can get the... Well, we'll head up here to get the first ones cut. And then what we'll do is just bring the wheel loader in behind to try and dislodge that. We're of course going to have to get our other wheel loader back down from up the top. That is because... it currently is in a position... Well, it's the only thing we have that has a stump grinder on it at the moment. I want to turn that slightly round like that, because what I'm going to do, turn the top. We'll send this out, open it up. Let's go into this mode here. I find it really easy, actually, to position things from in cab like this. Yeah, that's about as far as we go. And right, and then let's turn the head, and hopefully it will pick up. No, not quite. Okay, come on, a little bit further. Oh, right. Okay, forward with this, turn until we get to a position where it will actually pick it like that. And once we've done that, what we can do is just back up a bit, bring this around, coming in as we do. We're guiding on the tree a little bit. We want to send it to the other side of our excavator and create a nice pile of wood just over there. And if we lift this up a little bit, we won't collide with any of the logs. And if we can keep these nice and straight here and some nice easy piles, when we come along with the wheel loader in a bit to load up our logging trailer, it's going to make our lives so much easier. And yeah, that is exactly how I'm looking to do all of this. So we'll go forward a little bit. We know we can take this out, round, down, and grab it like that. Then this one, of course, is being guided by those 2 trees a little bit better. And then through, and second cut. And this is why I wanted to create this logging tree, or this tree farm here, because it's just going to make things so much easier, even if I didn't lift this up high enough not to push that first log out of the way, unfortunately. But otherwise, we've got a fairly nice pile here. Now, before I go any further, I want to try and dislodge this tree that's stuck. So careful, because I know I've got another one in there. Let's see if we can get under this. It seems to want to move, so that's good news. Yeah, there we go. Just dislodge it out of the branches and nice and safely get out of the way. We'll park this over here because we're going to be using this in a minute, and I'm going to block this roadway with the trailer when we do. So I don't want to be in a position where I can't actually get my wheel loader in here. And then come over here. I want to come into here and get the next one. Yeah, this is going to be a really nice way for us to work. Lots of trouble working up on the hillside. Lots of issues with it just being really difficult to get wood to the yarder. This is making things so much easier. Don't know why it's not picking that up though. There we go. Right, and swing it out. Try and get it as far as the others. Lift it up. And time for another pile. Yeah, this is like it was when we were down here originally working in this, creating nice piles of wood that are easy to get onto the trailer and get up. And we're now working in a single type of wood as well, which is good for us too. And I am still getting used to using a wheel with this excavator a bit. It is quite... it's not really how they're designed to be used. It has given me a new appreciation, though, for how the baler works in the DLC. That self-propelled baler is... now I know exactly how I should be using it in the same way as I use an excavator. Just don't go forwards or backwards separate to trying to turn. Don't try and turn and immediately go forwards or backwards. It doesn't work on the excavator. It does not work on that baler either. And so, yeah, it's really, really good practice for that. Because I think we're going to be using that on Attingham in the near future. I want to try and find a contract, a big silage baling contract on that series, so that we can see if we can earn the money to get field 15. But it is going to require that baler, and that baler, of course, as we've discovered before, can be quite fun to use. Our final log, it's going to come right out. Well, actually, no, I can get it on the same pile as the previous one. So let's lift that up and send that over there, and that should actually, hopefully, straighten them out as they fall. Yeah, makes it easier a little bit. Nice big pile to end us on. Although it is turning, that's all right. We're in a position where we can clear these up and straighten them out. So what I'll do now is swing this round, swing our excavator round, and we're done. One other advantage, of course, is of cutting these as low as I possibly can, is that my excavator is less likely to get caught on them. So that just works out so much better for me. How much hay do our sheep have? Still 2,500 litres in this bale. So happily creating wool still. We have 94 litres here. So yeah, it is just over 1,000 litres so far. And with 8,000 litres to go in total, that's quite a lot of wool they are going to need to create. Right, let's get this out and into position, and then we can start loading it up with some wood. Truck in place. Let's jump out of here and jump into here with our very big log grab now. And hopefully these can be kept fairly straight as well if we're lucky. I don't know how likely that is and how many we can get at each time. We're going to try and get a nice big amount though with each grab. Actually, you know what? That is not a bad first grab. And this is what I've been working towards. Having a good logging area where we can create our own tree farm, set things up, and produce wood that we're able to then just continually regenerate and rework and earn us money. And yeah, we've got so many trees here. We planted just a full pallet of trees around the back here, and yeah, we can just go in, harvest them, and grab what we want, which is absolutely great. Okay, let's grab these two. Oh, I don't want that end one. Oh, no. Ah. If we could grab that one, that other one, that would be great. But I think that's going to be too much work. Trying to keep them as even as possible. And dropping one now. So yeah, I think 6 trees should be enough to get us fairly full trailer. I think in the past we've had 8 trees, but I don't know if that's been at the full 36 meters. So we'll see how well these 6 trees fill this trailer. Already, that's quite a way up there. So I think we've got fairly high on this side here. We can extend the spikes at the top, and I think I do want to do that, but I'm just going to move the trailer forward a bit first so that we can do the back. Also, I think I might try and come around the other side with the wheel loader and just reposition these before I do the next bit. And pulling the trailer forward will give me enough space to do that. Can I lift them off and do it? Because they really kind of need to go forwards rather than be that far back. This is where stuff starts going a little bit to pot if you're not careful. But, yeah, we're doing all right. Wow, it doesn't want to go between those 2 spikes. Kind of wish it would. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it won't. So that's annoying. I'll have to work on that a little bit more. Pulled them both off and managed to realign them a little bit. And they should just fit into this space here, I think. Yeah, there we go. Nicely done. Right, that's much cleaner. Let's get the rest of this in. And yeah, it looks like 6 trees is easily going to be enough to fill this trailer today, which is actually really reassuring news. Like everything with Farm Sim, practice makes perfect, and this is loading logs with this is no exception. I have definitely improved. I say this every time I'm loading logs in this series, but I have definitely improved my logging skills and my skills with this piece of equipment, especially in this series, just by forcing myself to actually use it and you know, do it properly, has caused me to be better with it. And I'm picking up between 3 and 6 logs with every lot that I collect, which is speeding things up no end. And I think this is probably the series that I've ended up using the most larger equipment in for a while. It's just something that's happened with what's been available in the shop and how we've been able to do. I think I would quite like to replace this with the big Volvo one at some point. I think with the amount of work we're doing on here and how well having a wheel loader has worked for us, has gone, especially of this size, having a bigger one is going to be really useful later on. At the moment, we're doing okay with this class one. It's working well for us. I'd really like one with a forestry cage or something on it. Whoa, I don't think the base game or the Volvo ones that come with the DLC have that. It would be nice. Of course, our new one, our Liber, our tracked one, does. And we've got the forestry set up on that. But then that as well, we are very much trying to use up the mountain and to take stuff to the yard, whereas this one is much more for keeping at the logging camp now and using that way. And I tease these into position. I don't want to do it too much because all I'm going to do is make logs fly. I could do with, though, that log not being quite as high up as it is. Let's see if we can't pull that into position there. Right, there we go. And then that can be pushed at that end. Yeah, it's not sitting on there great. I think we might try and pull that off. So let's come on to here. Oh, come on. Yeah, get under it. Get under it. There we go. That's got it. Lift that up and position that better on our trailer. Make it a little bit more even. And it's moving about in my in the claw a bit. But yeah, there we go. That is much better positioned. Fantastic. Right, and I think at this point we can extend the spikes on the trailer. So up those go. And we've got enough space for the rest of the logs that we've got. Last of the logs onto the back. These should finish this off, I think. I don't really, yeah, it's getting harder to get logs on the back now. So we'll strap the rear ones down. Now that that's done, and we can now back up our truck. I'm amazed. This is the piece of kit we've had the longest on here. And it is certainly not the piece of kit with the most hours on. This class has quite a lot of hours on it now. What, 48 hours? It's coming up to 50. I mean, most of the stuff we've bought is second hand, so it's gonna have hours on it. But yeah, this has 50 odd hours on it. This has, let's turn the lights off, 16. Our tractor here, that has 10. The JCB has 12. Yeah, I think it's by a long way the class. Oh wow, yeah, we've got quite a lot of hours on the 3500 as well. Yeah, I think it is this wheel loader that has the most hours on it. We did use it quite extensively early on as well. Right, can we get all of these in one grab? That would be quite epic. Oh, look at that. That is very cool. And I am very happy with that. That is one large collection of it's not quite all the logs. There's one log left, and we have just lost one all at the bottom. So we'll collect up both of those in a moment. But that's not bad. And if I'm careful and get this nice and straight, these will all drop as one onto the top. Oh, no. Lift it up. Getting caught on that. Right, okay. Down, in. Go on the top you go. There we are. And then just carefully getting caught on the trailer. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That is all in there. We just have two last logs to load up. The one that dropped off, which will quite nicely go into the middle. And because it's a single log, it should be quite easy to pick up. But that should go in the middle on top here. And then I think we've got space for that last log there as well to go in as well. There is a bit of a bump on the roadway just at the point where we'd look to be unloading stuff, and it unfortunately makes the whole of my wheel loader go down just where I want to be finished with it. Come on. Okay, knock you in. Yeah, there we go. Right, one more piece to get on the top, and then we are done, and we can take this all down to our sawmill. And by lunchtime as well. I mean, that's really good to be this far done and have a full trailer by lunchtime is brilliant, because that makes a massive difference to how long it takes us to earn money. We've got to the sweet spot where it's going to be so much easier for us to earn cash. And yes, the 36.4 or 36.3 meter trees, it only takes 6 of them to fill up our lorry, and that's great. That is absolutely fantastic. Right, let's park this up here because we'll be using it again later, but for now we're gonna jump into our truck and head up to the sawmill and get these all unloaded. I think this might be one of the nicest stacking jobs I think I've ever done of logs onto a trailer. Apart from the odd one, I think in fact it's only one that is out of place. Everything else is looking pretty good on here. Really quite happy with it. And it's working very, very well. We've got our, oh yeah, we've got our spinnery in there, of course, that we built last time or the time before. I can't remember which. But yeah, our recently built spinnery, which we want to start dropping stuff off to. I think I'm going to do it every time we get 2 pallets of wool, because those will go nicely on the back of our truck when we do that. Right, before we start this, I'm just going to pop up here, and we want to get the manufacturing working. So everything's turned off at the moment. We want to activate everything, and we're going to start doing what we were doing early on in our playthrough here. We are going to start loading the train up again and sending stuff off on that to be sold. Yeah, already we got logs coming out of this. Don't go any further into the water. Let's undo all of these and start getting these sold. There was a great demand recently for the wood chips, and I'm wondering if it's still running. It's not, but the price is going up on everything. January is the best time for... Oh, wow, yeah. We don't want to be selling wood chips at the moment. Rural Farms taking them for 302, but the best time to sell them is January, where they hit nearly 700 per 1,000 litres. I think we are in a position, though, where we have quite a few sitting about. Oh, yeah, there's a decent pile of wood chips here at the moment. So, yeah, we'll keep building those up. We'll go and sell those in January and get a decent price for them, I think. We've already got a fair amount of long planks and of wood beams. In fact, we've got 8 lots of the wood beams. That's fantastic. So those are processing well. And we just need to finish emptying out this. So let's just jump back in here. Let those drop down. And in a minute, the rest of those will be unloaded. In the meantime, I'm going to head up the hill and start getting our second wheel loader down. I've come up here to get this and realized that actually we still have some logs up here. We didn't completely fill everything. So what I'm going to do is get this coming back. Like this is still doing its jiggle. I want to get the... I want to put the grab for this, I think. Actually, I think we might leave the grab for this up here. Although I might put it on the back of our Unimog here. And then we'll take the stump grinder down, because I want to clear up today as well. Make it easier for us when we go to cut next time. So, attached to that. J. Come on, lift it. Bring it back this way, please. Right, and then drop it down. Getting very near to our it again. Oh, come on. Right, I've dropped it, and now I can get those. Oh, it's too heavy for it. Great. Let's grab this one then if we can. Yeah, grab that one. Pick that up, and we'll get these down to our logging yard, and we can clear these up as well, so that this area is finished with. We're going to be replanting this area, so I don't want anything left up here really that that we don't need and that might get in our way. We'll bring this down here. See if I can actually lay these down by the road. We'll have the we can come and sort them out with the wheel loader in a minute. Right, and drop them. That's impressive. Last 3. And we'll just add them to this slightly messy pile down here that we'll come round with the wheel loader in a bit and fix. And then, yeah, that's everything up the top there, sorted and done. And drop it. Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit of a messy pile, but that is everything cleared up from the top. So now I can... disable the follow mode. I want to remove the yarder rope, so we'll take that down. And then, oh wow, we really need to sort this. It is in very much a need of getting itself refueled. I've forgotten. This is the thing. This Yarder does use fuel on this Unimog. Right, can we get that on the back of here with the Yarder? That's going to be tough. Let's see. Let's put it here. Bring it forwards. I don't think the Yarder and that is going to fit on here. So the alternative is to make a couple of trips with this wheel loader. So let's get this back down to the farm, to our logging yard first, and then I'm going to make a couple of trips with the Yarder and get that back too. While we're bringing this down here, and we've got the log grab on the front, let's just swing around here, see if we can't line these all up, and just make a little pile with them out the way. Oh, with this road, it's a little bit of an angle. But yeah, there we go. Right. Just want to lift them up and get them out the way. Actually, not as easy to work with this this wheel loader, and it does count as a wheel loader. This, not as a front loader or anything, which did surprise the hell out of me. Yeah, there we go. That just moves those out the way there, and close that up. I'm going to put this into this shed here. I think we'll put this right at the back. I know our excavator goes in here, but I think we're going to have to build more sheds, because we are definitely out of space around here, which is quite telling. I mean, that is quite something. I'm just going to drive this back up to the top and grab the stump grinder, which is what we need next. Something I found a little bit odd is if you've got this on the front of here and you are and it's all connected up and everything, this is limited to 4 miles an hour, which is really weird. Just put it on the on cruise control, and yeah, you cannot go faster than 4 miles an hour with this attached to the front. Also, I've noticed driving along, the reason why we've been cultivating soil with this is because of that rear one we've got. So very much the front one is a stump grinder, and the rear one is the is sort of a cultivator. So when I'm using this, I must use it like this. So facing down, get rid of the stumps that way, and we won't affect the ground. We won't be actually cultivating and messing with the ground. So yeah, that's how I'm going to be using this going forward. And slowly we've made it round to our logging area, into our tree farm, and let's turn this on and see if my theory about how I should be using this is right. Yeah, look at that. That is grinding stumps, and only grinding stumps. So yeah, that is how you use that. You tip it forward. It's why it has the spikes on when you set it to forestry mode, so that you can just use it for stump grinding like this. And yeah, bye stumps when you do. Fantastic. This is all coming together really, really nicely, and we're looking at making a lot of money very quickly now, just because we have an easier way to cut and load all of this. I love it. This is all coming together exactly how I hoped it would. I think this is our last stump to grind, so let's get that ground down and out. Any more around here? No, I think that really is the last one to grind. Perfect. So we'll stop that running. We'll park this out the way for now, and yeah, that is a cracking first day on our tree farm. Could not be happier how that's gone. We'll get the truck back here, and we will look at seeing whether we have anything to sell over the next couple of days. But we're going to have some wool to get to our spinnery and things in the next couple of days as well. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.